David, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Do you want another advanced English class?
Good morning, teacher. Exactly, that's why I'm here. You're my best English teacher.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be here with all of you today. I love teaching English.
Excellent, because I need you to teach us some important advanced English phrases. So we can improve our English and, with practice, be able to speak as a native.
That's very good. I'm proud of all of you, and, of course, I'll help you improve your English. Take notes and practice, it will help you a lot. Let's start with the phrase, make it work. Have you ever heard this expression?
I think I have, but I don't remember. Please teach us how to use it.
Make it work means to make the best out of a terrible situation. Do what you can with what you have. For example, because of the pandemic, I had to stay home, work, and take care of the kids. I had to make it work. Another example, I can only go to the store once a month. I had to make it work. Or, my wife had another family before I met her, but we make it work. Another phrase is where, what, or why on earth, a very known phrase used to express cluelessness about something. For instance, where on earth did you find my mom's necklace? Why on earth would anyone want to do that? Or, what on earth were you thinking? Another, why on earth will he jump off that building when he said life was so good? Another expression, some may argue, this phrase can be used in a negative and in a positive way. It is being used to express different viewpoints. I can give you some examples. Colombia is a great, friendly place to live. However, some may argue that it has crazy traffic. In winter it is very cold, but some may argue that, during the day, it is really hot. Some may argue that children today have it better today than when the older generation went to school. It's a very famous expression, so I recommend you to use it in your everyday life. It's a great expression to express your opinion about any topic. Don't wait for the right time. You can start using this and the other phrases in any conversation. More advanced phrases.
Those are really helpful expressions. What else can you teach us?
Well, another good expression is, take something up. This phrase is used to express that someone has started something new. For example, last year, I took up tennis, meaning I started learning or practicing tennis. I took up learning English since the pandemic began. Many people did. I love animals, so I took up a job as a veterinarian.
That's interesting. Can you share more phrases with us?
Certainly. Another phrase is, to make ends meet. This means that you have a tight budget, you don't have a lot of money to spend, but you find creative solutions to cover your expenses. For example, I had to work extra hours just to make ends meet. Or, she can no longer make ends meet, she can no longer earn enough money for food, rent, etc. That's it, it means that's enough. Like when you're tired of something. For example, somebody is insisting you to buy a product, then you say, that's it, okay, you can go now. I came here just to visit the museum, and that's it.
These phrases are really useful. Can you teach us more?
Of course, another phrase is, to make do. It means to get along with what is at hand. Maybe you have some challenges, but you're still working hard to achieve your goals. You're paying your bills, you're making do. For example, I can't afford a new coat, so I have to make do with this one.
Thank you for sharing these expressions. I find them very helpful.
You're welcome. And there's more. Another phrase is, to find that. We can use this to express an opinion more formally. For example, I find that if I leave the house before 7, there's not a lot of traffic. Or, I find that as you get older, you learn what your own strengths and limitations are.
Great. Please continue.
Sure, another phrase is, to get into something. This means to start something, or to become interested in something. Maybe you want to get into a new hobby, or explore a new skill. Then you can say, lately, I've been really getting into sports that are in nature. Or, what have you been getting into lately?
These phrases are really adding depth to our conversations. Do you have more?
Absolutely. Another expression is, to handle something. This phrase means, to manage it successfully. For example, are you able to handle all of your work, or are you overwhelmed? Or, I'm not handling it very well, I think I need a hand to help me handle it.
Thank you for sharing these valuable expressions. I'll make sure to practice them.
You're welcome. And one more for today, to miss the point. It means that something went over your head, or you didn't understand it. For example, I think you missed the point, so let me explain what I meant. Or, if she thinks it's about losing money, that bothers me, then she's missing the point, it's being treated like a fool that bothers me.
These expressions are really enriching. Can you please tell me more?
Absolutely, I'm glad you find them enriching. Let's delve into a few more expressions. Another one is, to be on the same page. This phrase is used when people have a shared understanding or agreement about something. For example, we need to discuss our plans for the project to ensure we're all on the same page. Or, before we start the meeting, let's make sure everyone is on the same page regarding the agenda.
That makes sense. What's the next one?
To be caught off guard. This expression is used when someone is surprised or unprepared for a situation. For instance, the sudden question caught me off guard, and I didn't know how to respond. Or, I was caught off guard by the news of the company restructuring.
That's a useful expression. What else?
Another phrase is, to go the extra mile. This means to make a special effort or go beyond what is required. For example, I always go the extra mile to provide excellent customer service. Or, if you want to succeed in your career, be willing to go the extra mile.
I like that one. Can you share more?
Certainly. To turn a blind eye is another interesting expression. It means to deliberately ignore or overlook something. For instance, the manager decided to turn a blind eye to the minor mistakes because the team was under a lot of pressure. Or, it's not right to turn a blind eye to injustice, we should speak up.
These phrases are really expanding my vocabulary. Anything else?
Absolutely, let's cover one more for now, to be in the same boat. This means to be in a similar situation or facing the same challenges as someone else. For example, I lost my job too, so we're in the same boat. Or, we're all in the same boat when it comes to dealing with the current economic challenges.
Thank you so much, teacher. These expressions are incredibly helpful, and I'm excited to incorporate them into my conversations.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you're enthusiastic about learning. Remember, practice is key, so try to use these expressions whenever you get the chance. If you have any more questions or need further clarification, don't hesitate to ask. Keep up the great work.